Doctor Doom's goal in Avengers DoomsDay is pretty clear at this point, and I think this has to happen to make people care about the film. Let's talk about it. So getting right off to the start, if I understand it correctly, My Time to Shine says, Victor Von Doom's wife and son were killed in an accident, and Victor himself was injured and his body was damaged. He traced the cause of the accident to Steve going back in time, and now he's after him to avenge his family. Are you Team Steve or are you Team Doom? I'm 100% Team Doom because I feel like Steve is a super simp and it kind of destroys his entire story that he went back because he was living out this entire new life that I felt like he was accomplished. He also left his friends that he was spending all these movies trying to save and just said goodbye. Absolute waste of cinema. But when it comes to this, multiple people have said that Doctor Doom is lying, that Doctor Doom didn't actually lose his family. This is what he's going to use to say that he did have a family. Doctor Doom's whole motives is he's trying to destroy all these different anchor beings and whatnot, the different people that have messed with time and whatnot. So like Steve Rogers, Monica Rambeau, you could honestly say Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, all these different characters, the X-Men from Days of Future Past, all these characters that have changed and branched timelines, but Steve Rogers is obviously the biggest one. Now, the big part that I know you're all here for is in the beginning of the film, it is said and it is rumored that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will appear. And pretty much we got confirmation the other day, Tobey Maguire will reportedly return as Spider-Man in Avengers DoomsDay, and this came from Daniel RPK. Now, once again, I always say take it with a grain of salt as Daniel RPK is pretty hit or miss, but the thing is this, we know Tobey's in the film. That's the thing. It's not from Daniel RPK. He's just corroborating things that, you know, he tends to do. Not really a fan, whatever. He's a 50-50 in my book. But the thing is this. People need to care about Doom, right? How crazy would it be if you started off the film, we're in Tobey Maguire's universe, Doctor Doom comes and offs him. You heard that correctly. What if he kills Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man? Now, it sounds insane, but the thing is this. Most characters die before Avengers Secret Wars in the comics. In the comics, before Secret Wars 2015, a lot of them died to incursions, a lot of them died to Beyonders, a lot of them died to just other characters, different worlds and whatnot, and then everybody really ends up on Battleworld, besides the couple that's stowed away on a ship, which is like Carol, Reed, you know, Peter, Miles, and those kind of characters. But the thing is this, to kill off our nostalgia would be insane. People would lose their minds. And I feel like this is what would fuel people to have a rage for Tobey Maguire. They're like, what do you mean? And then eventually bring him back into Secret Wars. Because how wild would it be? You start off and all of a sudden Tobey gets offed. How crazy would it be if he starts off and he's crawling away and Doom just kills him? Rips out his spine. What if the ripped out spine is Tobey Maguire's spine? And people say, no, why would you do that? That's what he needs a happy ending. They're all gone in the end anyways. There's going to be a reset. And the number two thing is this. So many people got mad when I said that about Tobey Maguire, and it stands, and my point is valid. You don't want your nostalgia to be destroyed. If they destroy Tobey Maguire, you will dislike Doctor Doom. That's what makes villains great. The lady from Harry Potter, the High Evolutionary, Jaime Lannister, all these different characters, y'all hate because they're such great depicted villains. That's what General Zod. All these characters are what you need to make the perfect villain. And I think Tobey Maguire, the 2005 Fantastic Four, the 2003 Eric Bana Hulk, all these characters being wiped out at the beginning of the film, Doom in a montage, is the perfect way to do it. It's his true motivation, is he needs to get rid of everybody that has affected the multiverse because he needs to control it, and he doesn't want more incursions and timelines breaking. Let me know what you guys thought. Catch you down below.